Welcome one, welcome all to today's episode of The Lindsay Elmore Show. First up today, I interview Jodi Cohen, another person who had a profound and instant connection with essential oils. She and I talk about how we can use oils to support our stress levels, our immune system, our energy levels, our immune function, and our gut health. After my interview with Jodi, I also talked to you about some of the misconceptions about ingestion of essential oils, use around children, around pets, and disease state interactions. Let's get to the show. Welcome to The Lindsay Elmore Show, a podcast that helps you find fulfillment amidst chaos. On this show, I interview thought leaders, doctors, creatives, spiritual gurus, and game changers who inspire you to pursue your dreams, overcome obstacles, and leave your mark. In the past decades, there has been an extraordinary expansion in healthcare concerns related to the brain. And honestly, modern medicine is not very good at finding solutions beyond medications that may be potentially addictive, have significant side effects, disrupt natural hormonal patterns that are there to actually keep us well. And without solutions, we have seen an expansion of neurological diseases, brain-related health challenges, including dementia and Parkinson's disease and ALS and autism. So many children and adults suffer from ADHD and ADD. Even beyond those more serious afflictions, chronic migraines can be an extraordinarily debilitating disease to go through. Everyday brain fog can prevent us from being able to achieve all that we need to in our daily lives. And excessive stress is leading to an epidemic of anxiety, depression, and insomnia. We have seen in the past decade autism increase from 3 in 10,000 children afflicted to 1 in 166. More than 40 million Americans suffer from anxiety and 20 million from depression. 1 in 10 Americans takes an antidepressant, which is more than triple what it was just one short decade ago. Today, I interviewed Jodi Cohen. She is a best-selling author, an award-winning journalist, a functional practitioner, and the founder of Vibrant Blue Oils. She has combined her training in nutrition therapy as well as aromatherapy to create her own blends of essential oils that has helped over 70,000 clients heal from brain-related challenges, including anxiety, insomnia, and autoimmunity. Jodi, like I, had an instant connection with essential oils, and she has researched how they work on multiple different levels of the body. Her new book, Essential Oils to Boost the Brain and Heal the Body, is available today, and her first book, Healing with Essential Oils, is also available for purchase at major book retailers. Today, we're going to talk about how to use essential oils to support stress, the importance of the vagus nerve in keeping us healthy, as well as how we can get down to basics, even amidst the greatest of traumas. Jodi Cohen, welcome to the Lindsay Elmore Show.
Oh my God, it's great to talk to you and about our favorite topic, essential oils.
Well, not just essential oils, but essential oils and how they can help you to better manage a stress response. Because over the past year, I've been doing tons of functional medicine training. And one of the things that I have really come to realize is that if you are stressed out, everything else gets worse. Everything, be it metabolic disease, be it mental health disorders, be it autoimmune disease, be it cancer, be it your immune system and your resiliency against viruses and bacteria, everything gets worse. So you went through an extraordinarily stressful experience in your life, which led you to teach others and be out there just sharing with people that managing your stress response is critically important. Give us a bit of your background and what brought you to this place now.
Yeah, I think a lot of people that wind up in the healing space are wounded healers. You go through your own horrible experience where you're much more open to trying different things, and you learn some things that are not necessarily out there in the mainstream, and then you share them with other people. You're kind of like, once you have a child, you want to, the second child's easier, and you tell your younger sister and your friends. So for me, my life was a roller coaster. There was not just one bump, but many. The first was my second child was always my teacher, Max, and he was quite challenging. I had this really easy child, thought I was a great mom, had another one 22 months later, and he was a lot harder. And it took me 3 years to realize it was food related. And when we changed his diet, everything changed. And once I realized that, I went back and got a degree in nutrition and was trying to help other moms. And one of the helpful skills I picked up was this technique called muscle testing. I was trying to assess wiggly kids. And it's a way to very quickly ascertain what remedy is going to help. And that came in handy when, the second swan dive in my life occurred. My then husband was severely depressed, and I, spent years trying to prevent him from dying on my watch. And at a certain point, it became clear that I couldn't do it alone. So we moved him into a residential treatment facility. And once I knew that he was safe and it wasn't my job to keep him safe, that I had been deficit spending on my stress levels and my stress hormones like cortisol, and I just ran out of gas very hard. And the kids were 5 and 7, and I could barely get out of bed. I used to force myself to wake up with them. I'd make them breakfast. I'd pack their lunch. I'd take them to school. I'd come home. I'd set the alarm for 3 o'clock, and I'd basically sleep through the rest of the day, which was not sustainable because I was suddenly a single parent. I had a full-time job. I was that Uber volunteer. And I knew enough to know what remedies I should be ingesting, but they weren't working the way they were supposed to work. And a friend, an essential oil friend, said, chronic stress, that hormone cortisol really does a number on inflammation. Initially, it kind of lowers inflammation so that you can survive, but over time, you become less and less, basically inflammation runs rampant. And so your gut is probably so inflamed that nothing you're ingesting is making it into your system. Topical application is a really good way to get things in. I'm going to just gift you a bunch of essential oils. And I knew very little about oils, but I was so open, like, why not? I'll try anything. I tested the box. Will these help my adrenals? I got such a strong yes. I got very excited. I found 5 oils, which surprised me. But then it occurred to me that I could combine them. So I just muscle tested, the oils and made my own blend, put them on my low back, and felt like me for the first time in weeks. Like, basically, I love to run. I'm a lifelong runner. And, when climbing the stairs feels like hard work, running feels even harder. So I went for a run. I took a shower. I cleaned the house. I did all the laundry. I went to the supermarket. I made their favorite meal. And at the end of the day, I thought that was great. Like, who knew oils were so amazing? And, I had insomnia at the time. Insomnia is closely correlated to your adrenals because it just messes up kind of, basically cortisol is supposed to be high in the morning to give you energy to wake up and low at night to allow you to sleep. But when it's high in the evening, it keeps you awake. So your body's exhausted, but your mind doesn't stop. So I went back and said, I wonder if something will help, with melatonin release. So I made up my second blend, and I kind of kept going from there. And then once I started to feel like myself again, my friends were like, wait, what did you do? We want to try it. So they were trying it and they were like, this is great. You should do something with this. And my first thought was, oh, this is so obvious. Someone must be doing it. So I went and finally looked online and realized no one was really looking at it through this lens of like, let's support the adrenal glands, let's support the pineal gland. And also it felt really overwhelming. I realized that if I had started there, I would have felt completely unqualified to even start and blend. And so that's how I really got started.